I bet you never knew this about bacon. Bacon is the world's most efficient way of transferring the fat from the belly of one pig to the belly of another pig.
Why did the astronaut break up with his girlfriend? Because he needed space. What did the 0 say to the 8 in math class? Nice belt. Why is the time traveler such a good comedian? He tells his jokes with perfect timing.
What do you do when your dog loses its tail? You take it to the retail store.
Why did the M&M go to school? Because it wanted to be a smarty.
A woman lost 20 pounds in just 2 weeks. How did she do it? Well, she was a bit on the heavier side, so her doctor prescribed a unique diet plan. He advised her, eat regularly for 2 days, skip the next day, and keep repeating this for 2 weeks. When you come back, I expect you to have lost at least 5 pounds. When she returned, the doctor was astonished to find that she had lost almost 20 pounds. Incredible, he exclaimed. Did you stick to my instructions? The woman nodded and chuckled. I have to admit, I thought I was going to collapse on the 3rd day. From hunger? The doctor inquired. No, she replied with a grin. From all that skipping.
Why did the gum cross the road? It got stuck to the chicken's foot.
Why does a dog run in circles? Because it's easier than running in squares.
My boss said to me, "You're the worst train driver ever. How many have you derailed just this year?" I replied, "I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to keep track."
Why can't your hand be 12 inches long? Because then it would be a foot. What do you call a bear with no ears? B.
Why did the joke end up in the hospital? It broke its funny bone. What do you call a dog riding in a car? A carpet. What did the food delivery driver do during the snowstorm? He went dashing through the snow. Why didn't they take the Rosetta Stone to America after it was found in 1799? It would have rocked the boat.
I was planning on losing 10 pounds by the end of the year. I only have 15 more to go.
How is the teacher's apple related to the school's curriculum? They both have a common core.
How do you make a janitor laugh? By telling him a dirty joke. Why did the mop break up with the broom? It found out the broom was sweeping around. What do you call a flying primate? A hot air baboon.
School taught me how to read, but Google taught me how to survive. What's a computer's favorite snack? Computer chips, of course. Playing basketball with the Looney Tunes was a dream come true. But don't even get me started on the time I had to play soccer with the Smurfs.
What happened when scientists created an animal that was half pig and half bear? You got an animal that loves to hog all the honey.
What did the pen say to the pencil during an exam? You've got the right stuff. Is it just me? Or when you are alone in an elevator, do you also jump when you reach the top or bottom, just to get that weird lighter or heavier sensation? You know, so that you can feel like an astronaut. Did you know that Tony Hawk founded a non-profit foundation to help build public skate parks?
Yeah, apparently he also really enjoys being on the board. What's a vampire's favorite type of candy? Suckers. Why do scientists prefer to measure centipedes in centimeters? Because if they measured them in inches, they'd be inchipedes.
What do you get when a dog attacks a snowman? Frostbite. My computer has a New Year's resolution. 1024 by 768.
What is the difference between ignorance and apathy? I don't know and I don't care. Why don't seagulls fly by the bay? Because then they would be bagels. I used to play piano by ear, but now I use my hands. What is a frog's favorite exercise? Jumping jacks. Why did the ATM go to therapy? It had too many withdrawal issues. What's the difference between a billionaire and a millionaire? About 999 million. Why did the teacher go to the beach during class? To test the waters. Life is all about perspective. The sinking of the Titanic was a miracle to the lobsters in the ship's kitchen.
What do you call a factory that makes products that are just okay? A satisfactory. What do you tell someone you didn't see on New Year's Eve? I haven't seen you since last year.
How many grumpy old men does it take to change a light bulb? None. They prefer to sit in the dark and complain about it. Why don't sharks like to attack lawyers at the beach? Professional courtesy. I'm not saying I hate my work. I'm just saying I wouldn't cry if it suddenly caught on fire. What did the baby corn ask the mama corn? Where's popcorn?
What do you call a dinosaur that crashed his car? Tyrannosaurus Rex. Why do dogs make bad dancers? Because they have 2 left feet.
What did the joke say to the punchline? You bust me up. I tried to make a belt out of watches, but it was a waste of time. I used to be a baker, but I couldn't make enough dough. What is a good day in the military? One where you only get yelled at once. I am not an advocate for frequent changes in laws and constitutions, but I do think that we should pass a law requiring all politicians to take a lie detector test before they're allowed to run for office. I told my boss I needed a raise. He told me I already make more than I deserve. It's true. I didn't go to my best friend's funeral. I'm just not a morning person. Why did the music teacher climb a ladder during class? To reach the high notes.
Never let your lack of talent keep you from achieving your dreams. What did one pencil say to the other pencil? You're looking sharp today. Why did the shoplifter go to the store? To return what they stole. For store credit. I work hard so my dog can have a better life. What do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear. What did one traffic light say to the other? Stop looking, I'm changing. Why did the librarian get kicked off the airplane? Because it was overbooked. Thomas Jefferson did not say the following: The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants, and also with a little water and fertilizer. Why does the Sphinx make a good neighbor? It isn't nosy. I was going to tell a time-traveling joke, but you didn't think it was funny. Why did the Egyptian pharaoh go broke? He spent all his money on pyramid schemes. What do you call a dog left outside in the winter? A chili dog. I'm not sure what my job title is, but I'm pretty sure it involves a lot of clicking and pretending to look busy. Why did the student eat his homework? Because the teacher said it was a piece of cake. How do dogs stop you from watching a TV show? They hit pause. How did the gym member know their favorite treadmill was cheating on them? It was running around with other people. What do you call a group of whales playing instruments? An orchestra. Why did the bicycle fall over? Because it was too tired. How does a science teacher freshen his breath in the classroom? With experiments. Why don't some couples go to the gym? Because some relationships just don't work out. The best part of being on a team is the sense of accomplishment when you succeed together. The worst part is sharing the credit with that one guy who did nothing. Why don't eggs tell jokes? Because they'd crack each other up. Why don't chefs make good accountants? They always try to cook the books. What pickup line do lizards use at the reptile club? Are you a gecko? Because you got me sticking to you. Why do jokes love having butchers deliver the punchline? Because they absolutely slay it on stage. The only thing worse than failure is trying and still failing. Bah, humbug! The only thing I want for Christmas is a big pile of money to dive in, like Scrooge McDuck, and a chiropractor to fix my back afterwards. Why did the doctor decide to tell a joke to the mother during childbirth? He knew it was the ideal time for a delivery that would leave her in stitches. I'm not sure if I'm more afraid of my boss or my email inbox. I have a job because I have to pay for things. I do that job poorly because I'd rather be doing something else. Why did the teacher wear sunglasses in the classroom? Because her students were so bright. Why don't fish like basketball? Because they're afraid of the net.
There was an unspoken war in our office, the battle of the thermostat. Every day, someone would stealthily adjust the temperature. It wasn't until our boss wore a parka in July that we agreed to a truce.
Why did the golfer bring an extra pair of pants? In case he got a hole in one. Why did the coffee file a police report? It got mugged.
What do you call a laughing motorcycle? A Yamaha ha ha ha.
The best friend and therapist I ever had was a volleyball named Wilson. It listened to me, didn't judge me, and never talked back. It was quite a net gain. On the other hand, my basketball named Spalding, who was my adversary and doctor, was always trying to make me take shots. What did the beach say when the tide came in? Long time, no see. Why are pyramids shaped the way they are? Because if they were shaped like spheres, they would be pretty pointless. Why did the tomato lose the race? Because it couldn't catch up with the other vegetables. What's the difference between a fish and a piano? You can't tune a fish. I tried doing jumping jacks in my room, but it quickly turned into a game of dodging the dirty laundry. I always arrive late to the office, but I make up for it by leaving early. Why don't chickens play in bands? They don't want to be drumsticks. Why did the joke go to the gym? It wanted to work on its punchlines. Why do mermaids always know how much they weigh? Because they have their own scales. What's a soda's favorite type of music? Pop, of course. Why was the computer cold? Because it left its windows open. Why did they have cats instead of dogs in Egypt? They ate too many corn dogs during the 7-year famine. What did the Egyptians say when they saw their cows were struck by the plague of pestilence? This is utterly unbelievable. What do you call a crab that plays baseball? A pinch hitter. So I went for a jog today, but I quickly came back. I forgot something essential. My motivation. Why does the farmer hate talking to the grapes? Because they always whine. Why did I cancel my gym membership? It just didn't work out.
Why follow your dreams when you can follow someone else's on Instagram?
I cannot live without books, and I certainly don't believe in burning them. Except for the ones that are teenage vampire love stories. Being the second child is like being a backup dancer. You're important, but you're not the star of the show. What do you call a snowman at the beach? A puddle. I bought a treadmill. It is now the most expensive coat hanger in my house. I tried to take a vacation from my problems. But it turns out they have a pretty good travel agent.
Fiestador. Definition: a person who magically appears whenever there's a party. Usage: Maria is such a fiestador. Mention party and she'll be there before you even send the invites. Fiestador.
I was fired from my job as a stage designer. I left without making a scene. How did the joke react when its parachute didn't open during skydiving? It said, "Well, that was a joke that didn't quite land." Why did the mummy take voice lessons? It wanted to be a rap star. What is a Nile crocodile's favorite type of music? River dance. What is the best animal to motivate you to work out? A cow. They will tell you to keep moving. So, I was asked, what is so great about living in Switzerland? There are so many reasons, it's hard to decide. The fantastic food, rich culture, fascinating history, and of course, Swiss banking. Oh, and let's not forget, the flag is also a big plus. I attempted to do yoga in my living room. And instead of the calming sounds of nature, I was accompanied by the crunch of cereal under my mat. I tried doing some sit-ups today, but it turns out I prefer lying down. What did Egyptian women need to know before dating an ancient Egyptian king? They usually have mummy issues.
Why was the author's house so cold? It had too many drafts. How does a hurricane see? With its eye, of course.
I don't always work hard, but when I do, I prefer to do it from home, in my pajamas.
I took my dog to a flea circus. He stole the whole show. What's black, white, and red all over? A sunburned skunk.
Why didn't the joke deliver the punchline to the bungee cord jumper? because it wanted to leave him hanging on for the response.
Why was the berry feeling sad? Because it was a blue berry. What is a werewolf's favorite type of drink? Moonshine. I'm not procrastinating. I'm prioritizing my tasks. In reverse order. Why did the joke have a broken nose? Because it fell flat. On its face. Why did I cancel my gym membership? It just didn't work out. Why did ancient Egyptians wrap their dead? To give a whole new spin to the idea of re-gifting for the afterlife.
What is my favorite part of Star Wars? Space dogs. They are an astronaut's best friend.
What happened to the frog's car? It got towed away.
This year, my resolution is to be more assertive. Is that okay with you guys?
What did the joke say while climbing Mount Everest? This is really taking my humor to new heights. I asked my friend for some workout motivation, and he replied, "The only bad workout is the one you don't do." Thanks for the guilt trip, bro. I don't trust people who do acupuncture. They're backstabbers. My work is like a gym membership. I attend regularly, but I'm not getting any benefits. Why did the math book look sad? Because it had too many problems.
My New Year's resolution is to help all my friends gain 10 pounds, so I look skinnier. I was going to quit all my bad habits for the new year, but then I remembered no one likes a quitter. What do snowmen wear on their heads? Ice caps. In our office, we had a printer that was so ambitious it always tried to pull more than one sheet at a time. We named it the Overachiever. Why don't birds use Facebook? Because they would much rather tweet. Oh, I mean use X.
What did the ocean say to the beach? Nothing. It just waved.
What's a comedian's least favorite drink? Booze. I decided to read more this year, so I put subtitles on my TV. What did the one raindrop say to the other? Two's company, three's a cloud.
A young woman went to the doctor and said her body hurt everywhere she touched it. The doctor told her to show him. The young woman touched her right shoulder and screamed in pain. Then her left elbow and screamed again. She touched her knee and screamed. Likewise, she pushed her ankle and screamed. The doctor said, "I know what is wrong. Your finger is broken."